Good evening guys, and welcome back to the Lake District. We're in lockdown here in the UK, so I shouldn't really be out camping. But I've been itching to get out, so I thought today we'd have a little bit of fun. So here's my pitch. I'm overlooking the beautiful Buttermere and Crummock Water. Just look at that sunset. Check out that for a view. Shit. Looks like I've been nobbled. I was sweating like a pig in this stuff anyway. I don't recommend wearing a hat and your waterproofs indoors. I'm dripping like a fridge. Right, back in the room, quite literally. So that's my first tip of the day. If you're on lockdown, get yourself a green screen. It can take you anywhere you want in the world. So before I move on, if I could ask a massive favour of you, I'm trying to hit the 50,000 subscriber mark. So if you could really help me out by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment and share because it all helps promote the channel. So the date today is the 31st of March 2020. Hang on a minute, let's make this look a little bit prettier. So as I was saying, we're at the end of March and we're about a week into an initial 3-week lockdown in the UK. But over the weekend, one of the Cabinet Ministers, Michael Gove, has suggested that the current measures will be in place for a significant period of time. So some of the rumours out there suggest that we may be in lockdown for anything up to 3 months or even 6 months. So these measures are going to have a massive impact on people like you and me that love the great outdoors. It means that we're not going to be able to climb up the hills and mountains, pitch our tents, go for a hike for a day up on Scarfell or Mam Tor. I know there's a lot more at stake than just being able to go hiking at the moment. People are dying and getting seriously ill. So being able to hike in the hills or pitch your tent seems very insignificant. But that's what this channel's about, so I thought I'd discuss how it impacts outdoorsmen and women like you and me. So although we can't jump in our cars, drive for a couple of hours up to the Lake District and find somewhere picturesque to pitch our tent, there are still things that we can do to keep our passion alive. But there's still plenty of things that we can do even during this lockdown. So during this lockdown in the UK, we're allowed out once a day to get some exercise. You're going to need to keep up your strength and your energy for when we can get back out in the hills again. The government guidelines are a little bit vague for about how long you can go out to exercise, but anywhere from half an hour to an hour for a walk. The only time you're going to get into any kind of trouble is if you get in the car and head to somewhere like the Peak District or the Lake District to climb a hill or a mountain. So as well as our allocated daily exercise slot, we can utilise some of the spaces in and around our homes, such as getting out in the garden. So I know from a personal point of view, that's going to have to be my playground for the time being. So as you may have already seen, I had to film my last video in the garden, but it's also a great place for you to go out and test and practice using your kit. It's a brilliant way to get your kids and family involved, so you can get the tent pitched in the garden, get the fire pit out and make some s'mores with the kids. You may have some new bits of kit that you want to try out, and this is a perfect opportunity to make sure that it works in the comfort of your own homes. I think everybody's sick of being stuck in the house all day. So if you're fed up with your kitchen, why not dig your stove out and cook your spaghetti bolognese out in the garden? It's great practice, there's less washing up to do, and if the kids are bored, get them involved, it'll be like a mini adventure for them. Being on lockdown doesn't mean that you can't go camping either. I've had a great post today on my Facebook group, I'll drop a link in the description below, from Dave Roberts, aka Dave Outdoors. He's currently promoting a lockdown camping day on the Saturday night of the bank holiday weekend at Easter. So far there's loads of people who've put their name down to camp in their garden on the 10th of April, and they're going to be sharing their photos and videos of their gear on Facebook and YouTube and things like that. I personally think that it's a really good idea that in times when we've got to socially distance ourselves from each other, that on one day we can all come together as a camping community and have one big mass camp out on the 10th of April. And what's really good about it is for all you fair weather campers out there, if it's cold and wet, you can always pop back in the house and jump into bed. So also, as you can imagine, being on lockdown means that videos are going to be very difficult to film. As you can see from the background, I'm having to be a little bit more creative, but I will still be getting outdoors, even if it is only in the garden, to make some videos to show you some new gear in use. And all things being well, I'll be jumping on the 10th of April bandwagon and filming a camp from the garden. I might need to take the green screen out with me though. As you know, I'm a sucker for pitching my tent with a fabulous view. And I'm not sure that a shed, a fence and a hedge quite cut the mustard really. But it is what you make of it, and I do love testing my gear, so I will bring you along for that one. I will also soon be filming episode 4 of Camping for Beginners. In that video I'm going to be diving into sleeping bags, quilts, down, synthetic, comfort ratings, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you've hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss that video. So that is it for this one. Please everybody, look after yourselves and stay safe. Don't go breaking the rules and heading off to the Peak District or Lake District with your tent. You've got to think about other people. The mountains and the hills are going nowhere. They'll still be there for us when this horrible storm's passed. So I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.